Tyler Marsh has one of the most difficult jobs in the country. As the head coach of the Chicago Bravado, he has got to deal with the constant drama of Angel Reese.
So lads, the Angel Reese situation is not getting better. It is not getting better at all. And if you guys don't know, obviously, Angel Reese was suspended for a half a game in what might have been the biggest.
Angel Reese arrived prepared to compete, yet she never stepped onto the floor. Why? Because what unfolded in Las Vegas wasn't merely about basketball. It was about appearances, controversy, and a statement bold enough for the cameras to notice. One moment she's suspended for comments deemed harmful, and the next she's seen wearing a back brace as if it were part of a carefully crafted display. Was it a legitimate injury, or a symbolic protest meant to send a signal to the sky? Stay with us, because this situation only becomes more bizarre, and the fallout could extend far beyond this single game. Before we continue, I'd like to ask a quick favor. If you're enjoying this content, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. More than 98% of viewers watch without subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us tremendously. So, did you hit the subscribe button? Awesome. Thank you so much. Now let's get back to the story. Imagine this.
And it's not just Angel Reese that he has to deal with. This poor dude. He also has to deal with her dozens of aliases. Me Bound Barbie, Bayou Barbie.
In all of team sports, that Angel Reese got suspended for half a game. And like, it was at the stage where even other players were saying it's like, just suspend her for a game. At this stage, like, if you're gonna suspend her for the full.
A high-profile player goes through warm-ups, stretches, gets her shots in, surrounded by teammates, and everyone assumes she'll step onto the court soon. But when the game begins, she's nowhere to be seen. That's exactly what happened with Angel Reese. She didn't play at tip-off, and it wasn't just a casual night off. She was suspended for the first half due to what the team labeled as detrimental statements. Fans watched and waited, thinking, she'll serve her suspension, and then we'll see her back in action in the second half.
That clip was Tyler Marsh before the game last night, where the Chicago Bravado continued their season-long tradition of getting their ass kicked. This time, the boot to the Bravado's bruised caboose, it belonged to the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces.
Don't suspend her for half a game. And clearly, not only was she just suspended for half of the game, but yeah, she didn't play. As expected, she didn't play. Like, her fans on Twitter were like, oh, Angel, just say your back hurts in the warm-up.
But that moment never arrived. The odd part wasn't just that she sat out the first 2 quarters. Players miss games all the time for various reasons. What caught everyone's attention was that she was expected to be ready after halftime, yet she remained off the court. No movement toward the scorer's table, no substitution card, nothing. After 5 days of rest, questions began to circulate. Was she injured? Was the suspension secretly extended? Or was there some other tension between Reese and the Sky? Then came the twist that ignited social media. Angel Reese reemerged in public wearing a back brace, not hidden under her warm-ups as athletes usually do when nursing a minor strain or soreness.
Tyler Marsh and the Bravado medical staff, they had a master plan to keep Angel Reese conditioned, to keep her warmed up. She was allowed to participate in pre-game warm-ups, but the blaming Barbie.
Just say your back hurts in the warm-up. And all of a sudden, like, she's been back for however long from the back injury. Oh yeah, my back hurts. My back hurts, I'm not playing. Like, is there a reason to question this injury?
No. This one was tightly wrapped over her sweatshirt, impossible to miss, perched there almost like part of her outfit. If you've ever seen athletes dealing with back issues, you know they usually wear braces underneath their clothing, providing support without drawing attention. Reese's brace, however, looked less like medical treatment and more like a performance. Every camera focused on the bench captured it clearly, and it was obvious the brace wasn't meant for discretion. Fans online quickly noted how the timing made it even harder to believe. After nearly a week off, she suddenly had a back problem just as she was set to return from suspension. The term people kept using was staged. It resembled someone suddenly claiming an injury right after being told to stay off the job. It just didn't make sense logically. With the brace worn over her clothes, the statement seemed deliberate.
She was suspended for the first half of the game last night for comments detrimental to the team. Now, that was the technical reason for the suspension, but the real reason?
Is it likely that Angel has some sort of back pain that she can play through? Yes. Is it likely that she chose not to play through that back pain? Yes. I would assume that
it was as if she wanted everyone watching to see that she was being held back, kept on the sidelines, maybe even sending a message about the team. This made the situation even messier in light of comments from assistant coach Tyler Marsh before tip-off. He told reporters that the focus was on keeping Reese ready to play, with the medical staff ensuring she stayed warm and loose, so she could step in immediately once her suspension ended. His words suggested he fully expected her to be on the court as soon as the second half began. Instead, she never moved beyond the bench. That gap between what the coach promised and what actually happened gave the entire night a soap opera-like feel.
Angel Reese blamed her teammates and the organization for her second consecutive season of huge embarrassing failure. Before the game, it was abundantly clear that the Chicago Bravado, they expected Angel Reese to play in the second half.
I'm not saying that she faked an injury, but she got ruled out mid-game. Like, she got ruled out at halftime. She got ruled out for a game at halftime. She got suspended for the first half.
The organization tried to downplay it with an official statement emphasizing safety and adherence to protocol. They claimed it was about protecting player health and preventing any serious injury. On paper, it sounded responsible, but paired with the visuals of Reese wearing a brace front and center like body armor, the words rang hollow. Fans and commentators weren't convinced. Many interpreted it as a protest, a defiant gesture toward the franchise over how they responded to her criticism of the front office. To them, the brace wasn't just a precaution, it was a symbol of being silenced.
I'm sure it was unclear as to which Angel Reese would show up, but it was abundantly clear that the Bravado expected one of her dozens of aliases to be on the court in the second half of that game.
She had the opportunity to do the funniest thing, and she did it. She outsmarted these bombs, and I'm like, she's Minnesota Lynx with what? With what assets? Like, people don't realize that 2024 and 2025 rookies,
or of refusing to simply follow the company line. So, where did that leave the Chicago Sky? A team already simmering with tension now had the image of their star players staging what looked like an act of rebellion. What should have been just another night on the schedule became a spectacle rarely seen in basketball. It made everyone watching wonder whether Reese was still fully committed or quietly waging her own internal war within the roster. And if this whole back brace episode was less about her back and more about sending a message, what effect did it have on her teammates during the game? The Sky completely collapsed without her.
Like the rest of America, I was not watching pretend basketball last night. Hell, I don't even know if this game was televised. Well, KC, the game was broadcast on NBA TV.
They're on a quarter of what a rookie contract is going to be in the next CBA. So, like, they're essentially free. They're essentially free on the cap sheet. Like, if you've got, let's just say, 3 to 4 rookies.
By the time just 2 minutes remained in the second quarter, the team had managed only 25 points and were already trailing by 25. It was one of the worst first halves they'd had in recent memory, all unfolding while Reese sat on the bench with that back brace clearly on display. So, here's the real question. Was this her way of asserting power, or the beginning of a deeper rift between her and the franchise? Share your thoughts below. Was it performance art, a real injury, and what does it all mean?